One of the main things, of course, in order to create size and to create muscle growth.
Have you ever noticed how tasks that once felt effortless, like lifting groceries or climbing stairs, start to feel heavier as the years go by? It's not just getting older. What's really happening is something few people talk about. Starting in your 30s, your body slowly begins losing muscle, year after year. By the time you hit your 60s, that loss can double, and it doesn't stop. It creeps in quietly, stealing your strength, your energy, and even your independence. But here's the part that'll stop you in your tracks. It's not just aging, it's completely avoidable.
Expose your weak points. You're gonna go and hit those marks.
Legendary bodybuilder Arnold Schwarzenegger, along with top scientists, have come out and said it plainly. Most people are not weak or lazy. They're just building muscle the wrong way.
It is not just that your body gets pumped up and gets stimulated with blood.
For over 5 decades, Arnold hasn't just trained hard, he's studied the science of strength. And now, he's on a mission to shatter the myths. Because let's be honest, today's fitness world is a mess. Flashy workouts, useless pills, conflicting advice, it's all noise. So what actually works? That's what this video is all about. We're breaking down 5 powerful science-backed habits that Arnold personally swears by to stay strong, mobile, and energized for life. No fluff, no hype, just simple proven steps anyone can do, no matter your age or fitness level. And I'll tell you right now, habit number 1 is the silent killer of muscle growth. It's something most people do every day without knowing it's sabotaging their progress. Fixing it could completely flip your strength, your metabolism, and how your body ages.
I'm gonna give you the inside information.
So don't just skip to the end, stick with me, because these 5 habits, they might just be the missing pieces you've been searching for. Habit 5. Build muscle while you sleep. Let me tell you something most people get completely backwards. They think muscle is built in the gym. Wrong. The gym breaks your muscles down. The real growth? That happens when you sleep. Yeah, in your sleep. You can lift like a beast, eat like a clean machine. But if you're sleeping like trash, you're leaving gains on the table. Period. Here's the truth. One major study showed something wild. People who slept just 5.5 hours a night while trying to lose fat, they lost 80% muscle and only 20% fat. But the group that got 8.5 hours, they lost almost all fat and actually built muscle in the process. Think about that. Same diet, same training, different sleep, totally different results. And it doesn't stop there. One rough night, it can spike inflammation, slow recovery, drain your energy. You'll wake up sore, sluggish, and wondering why your workout sucked. Even Arnold gets it. He said it clearly. Protect your sleep like you protect your training. So what do? Simple. Aim for 7 to 9 solid hours each night. Get outside in the morning. Sunlight helps reset your body clock. And don't sleep on vitamin D. It helps your body make melatonin, that sleep hormone your brain craves. Bottom line, sleep isn't lazy, it's a muscle building strategy. If you're serious about getting stronger, treat your sleep like it's part of the workout. Habit 4. Feed your muscles with protein. As you age, let me hit you with a hard truth. Muscle isn't just built in the gym, it's built in the kitchen. You can lift all day, push yourself to the edge, but if your muscles don't have the right fuel, they won't grow at all. And what's the number one thing most people forget to fuel with? Protein. Not eating enough protein is one of the biggest reasons people stay stuck. Months of hard training and barely any progress. Sound familiar? Arnold puts it simply, training is the engine. Protein is the fuel. No fuel? That engine's going nowhere. And here's where it gets even trickier, especially for you if you're over 50. As you age, your body doesn't process protein as well. It's called anabolic resistance. And if you ignore it, you'll slowly lose strength no matter how hard you train. So, what's the fix? Here's your blueprint. Eat 0.6 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal body weight. Spread it across 3 to 4 meals a day. If you're over 50, make sure each meal packs at least 40 grams. And no, that old myth about your body can only absorb 30 grams of protein per meal, total garbage. Science has moved on, so should you. Protein powders? Yeah, they help. They're not magic, but they're convenient. Just make sure each scoop gives you at least 20 to 30 grams of protein and around 4 grams of BCAAs. Bottom line, if your muscles aren't growing, it's not always your workouts. They might just be starving. Feed them right and watch the magic happen. Habit 3. Stick to supplements that actually work.
I take supplements, I take multivitamins, and take, everything that the body needs.
Let me ask you something. Ever walked into a supplement store and felt overwhelmed? Bright tubs, bold claims, shredded in 30 days, massive gains overnight. Yeah, sounds exciting. But most of it, total noise. Here's the real deal. Most supplements don't do squat. You don't need a dozen powders and pills to build muscle. You need to simplify, strip away the hype, focus on what actually delivers. Let's start with the one that gets way too much love. BCAAs. They sound fancy, branched chain amino acids. But if you're already eating enough protein, they're pointless. Here's a better way to think of it. Taking BCAAs without full protein is like showing up to a football game with only 3 players. Guess what? You lose. Your body needs all 20 amino acids to build muscle, not just 3. So what should you actually use? Let's break it down. 1. Protein powder. It's not magic, it's just convenient. Perfect for hitting your daily protein target, especially after workouts. Look for 20 to 30 grams per scoop and at least 4 grams of BCAAs, especially leucine. Bonus tip, go for whey isolate over concentrate. It's cleaner, over 90% protein by weight. 2. Omega-3s, fish oil. This one's underrated, helps preserve muscle even when you're resting, boosts protein synthesis, lowers inflammation. Aim for 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA daily. Your joints, brain, and muscles will thank you. 3. Vitamin D. This one's a quiet powerhouse. It supports sleep, muscle function, and recovery. But here's the catch. Most people are deficient, especially if you work out indoors or live in cloudy places. Get your levels tested. You want to be above 40 nanograms per milliliter for optimal results. Now listen, supplements are the support crew, not the star of the show. Your results will always come from training, recovery, sleep, and nutrition. So be smart. Don't buy more, buy better. Choose the few that actually move the needle and leave the hype on the shelf. Habit 2. Use caffeine and creatine with purpose. Let me guess. You've seen those pre-workout tubs with names like Nuclear Rage or Beast Mode 9000, right? 20 ingredients, all hype, 0 results. Let me save you some money and some nonsense. There are only 2 performance boosters you actually need, and they're backed by science, not marketing. Ready? Creatine and caffeine. Yeah, I said it. Simple, proven, powerful. Let's start with creatine. People think it's just for bulky gym bros. Wrong. Creatine helps your muscles produce more ATP. That's the real energy currency of your body. More ATP means more strength, more reps, faster recovery, and yep, more muscle. But here's what most people don't know. It's good for your brain too. Sharper thinking, better focus, even protection against mental fatigue. So how much do you need? Just 3 to 5 grams a day. No loading, no cycling, no kidney damage. That myth's been completely debunked. Now let's talk caffeine. Not just your morning wake-up call. Used right, caffeine is a legit performance enhancer. It blocks the "I'm tired" signals in your brain so you can push harder and longer. Studies show it gives the biggest strength boost in heavy lifts like squats and bench presses. Want results? Take 200 to 400 milligrams, about 30 to 60 minutes before training. That's around 2 to 4 cups of coffee, depending on your tolerance. Here's how to think about it. Creatine builds your base. Caffeine helps you break through walls. Together, they're the no BS power combo that actually works. No mystery, no magic, just a science-backed performance in 2 simple scoops. Habit 1. Don't just train. Train with purpose. Let me tell you something most people never hear. The most powerful anti-aging drug on the planet? It's not in a bottle. It's resistance training. Yep, lifting weights. Science backs it. Researchers at Tufts University call it the most effective way to fight aging. Arnold calls it the first set mindset, because from the very first rep, you should be dialed in, focused, all in, not pacing yourself. not just going through the motions, and definitely not chasing soreness just to feel like you did something. Listen, muscle doesn't grow from going easy. It grows when you push it, especially during those last brutal reps, the ones that make you want to quit. That's where the real change happens. That's called mechanical tension, and it's the secret sauce for building strength, size, and resilience. So what should this look like in real life? Let me break it down. Focus on compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, presses, rows. Use full range, stretch it, squeeze it, control every rep. Hit each muscle group 2 to 3 times per week. Aim for 8 to 14 hard sets per muscle every week, and track everything. Progress is your compass. Forget endless reps and fluffy routines. Go in with purpose. Train to get stronger, not just tired. And here's the part that'll blow your mind. Even people in their 70s, 80s, and 90s have rebuilt muscle just by lifting smart. Muscle they thought was gone for good. So no, you're not too old. You're not too far gone. You're just one smart workout away from taking control of your body and your future. This is how legends train. This is how you stay strong for life. There you go. 5 habits Arnold lives by to stay strong, build muscle, and defy age. Remember, muscle isn't just about looks. It's about energy, freedom, and staying sharp for life. So start small. Pick one habit. Take action today. Your future self will thank you. Now it's your turn. Which habit are you already doing? Which one surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. And if this helped, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Stay strong, stay sharp, and never stop moving forward.